Hi everyone. I want to thank Brittany for posting her first go here at the research paper draft number 2 because I'm going to use your example, Brittany, to show a few things, and hopefully these will be, excuse me, just moving that a little, hopefully that'll be helpful to everybody. To see a couple of corrections here kind of modeled on Brittany's start. So this is Brittany's title page here, and this is called the running head. And she did a nice job here in the running head. It's a difficult thing to do. Make sure that you look at the page that I give a link to review APA style. Also, another resource I'll mention are our FRCC librarians. They're very, very good at APA style. Those are the reference librarians. And if you stop in or if you call them or email them, they will give you a lot of good information. Also, if you go to the library pages, I know you all have been into the database, they have a place where there are APA tutorial videos, and they can direct you to those if they are apparent to you, and they can step you through setting up the APA style title page. So let me say first off, this is a small h in the word head. So it will say running head, and it's a capital R, but a small h. Otherwise, she did a great job here, all caps for the title, and then 1 is the page number in upper right. So if I scroll down, next she's got this right in that it's in the middle of the page and centered, but for APA style, we don't use any bolding, and we won't use all caps. We'll just write the physician-assisted suicide between cultures with only the proper nouns or important words being capitalized, and then it should all be on one line if possible. So let's see here. Okay, so this would all be double spaced. Everything in an APA style paper is Times New Roman font. It's 12-point font, and everything is double spaced. So this is more than double spacing in here, so Brittany would need to make this all just double spaced. So she would have physician-assisted suicide between cultures on the first line, her name, and then the name of the college, Front Range Community College. Those few changes I would suggest next. Now I'm going to skip to the top of page 2 here. She did a really nice job here in that the title is repeated. It's in all caps, but she dropped that running head, the words running head and the colon. So that only appears on the very first page. So page 2 and all subsequent pages, it would look like this. And then here's her number 2. So awesome. The next thing I want to say is that we do not require an abstract. Now, I think there are abstracts in the examples and whatnot, but our paper is so short that we're just going to get right into the body of the paper. So what I would suggest is that she remove the word abstract here. And then at the top of page 2, not on the running head, but at the top of the page, repeat this title, Physician-Assisted Suicide Between Cultures. So let me see if I can do that here in the way that I would suggest. So I would center it, and then physician assisted, and so on. And I would repeat the title again in the center of the page, just at the top. So instead of abstract, get rid of that, just put the title again here. And then she would just start into the start of her paper. So you'll always want to, oh, I spelled assisted wrong. There we go. We always want to tab in one time for the start of paragraphs. So then she would go along and give me some, just start into the first part, the introductory piece of her paper. So I'm thinking this is just that she's kind of working on on developing the paper. Okay, so here we are in on the references page. I'm going to say a couple of things here. She set it up really nicely. Again, you can see physician-assisted suicide between cultures, upper left-hand corner, but this number 2 is no longer number 2. This should reflect like page 4 or a different page number. So I don't know quite what's going on there. She'll need to get that corrected. And references is perfect. We can see how it's centered, but we don't require that colon. So again, remember there's no bold, there's no all caps. It just looks like this. So then I'm going to say with APA style references that it's what's called a hanging indent. And basically what that means is that it's a little bit opposite of the way she had it. So she had that first line indented and then subsequent lines all the way to the left, whereas actually it's the first line is left justified and then the second line is where the indent comes. So I'm going to say that this needs some work here. I don't know if there's an author. So I guess I would say that whatever your own reference is, and Brittany, you're going to need to go back and take a look at the examples and see if you have a little more information to get to this particular reference. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Just thought I would give a little bit of input for everybody to look at, and thank you, Brittany, for posting your paper even as it's evolving so that we could take a look at it.